Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and turn your post notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. On my channel, I love reviewing, recommending, and vlogging all things pertaining to my love of books, so if that's of interest to you, don't be afraid to join our bookish community here on YouTube. It's the first week of the month, which means it's my time to share with you all my August TBR list of all the books that I plan to read in August. And I know I say this every month, but August is definitely my prime time because I'm filming this and I already finished one book within this first week of August, so I think that's a sign for me that says that I will be successful in finishing this TBR this month. But let me not jinx myself, but I will say that this month is filled with so many good reads and so many reads that I've been putting off and need to commit to. So this month is definitely a catch-up month for me, which also means it's a month where I'm pretty sure these will either be 4 or 5-star reads because I've been eyeing these books for such a long time. Before I get into the video, as always, all the links to connect with me, join my Patreon, my Amazon wishlist, and all that other good stuff is gonna be linked in the description box for you to check out. And if you wanted more details on the synopsis, I'll also link the books that I mentioned in this video. But let's talk and restart many Enni endings as I tell you my August TBR list. Can I also just say that filming in front of my new bookcases is a whole mood right now because I've never had to like full body or like adjust the fact that I had so many books behind me, and it's just a heartwarming feeling right now. But anyways, if you haven't seen my bookshelf organization video, I'll link it up here for you to view after. But yes, I got new bookshelves. But alright y'all, as I mentioned in the intro, I have already finished the first book that I read in August, and this was a book that was recommended to me for so long. All my friends said I was gonna love it, you all told me that I was gonna love it, and that book is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Vicious by V.E. Schwab follows 2 main characters who are best friends in a college setting. And those 2 are Victor and Eli, and they're geniuses, they're super smart, however they're also really lonely and arrogant and all the things that make them very standoffish. And to make them even a bit stranger, in their thesis that they're studying for, they have this keen interest on adrenaline, fear, and death. And you know, the combination of those interests lead to not the best things. And so a science experiment births from these 2 interests, and they learn that within the combination of these interests births what they call extraordinaries. What are extraordinaries? They are individuals, humans, that have extraordinary powers. But of course, as they start researching, gain more interest, and experimenting with the fact that there are extraordinaries, things go horribly wrong and thus bursts Vicious, and I must say, I absolutely love this book already. I'm currently filming this on a Wednesday and I finished it last night on a Tuesday, and I will say stay tuned for that vlog because I had so many reactions reacting to this book in particular. It has become one of my favorite books to read, probably one of the top 5 favorite books I've read in 2021. But if you're a fan of morally gray characters, this book is definitely up your alley because it was up mine, and I have nothing but praise to say about this book. But I'm also gonna say that yes, this was on my August TBR and I've already finished it, and I am just setting that trend for myself for the rest of the month because I am ambitiously hoping that I finish all of these books this month and actually read all of them. And speaking of books that I'm definitely reading in August, the next 2 books are actually my Patreon picks for this month. If you didn't know, I have a Patreon where I share exclusive content, early access, Discord access, and all other good stuff on that platform, and one of the benefits is that we get to do monthly buddy reads. And this month's monthly buddy read pick for Patreon is Gideon the Knife by Tamsin Muir, and I am so freaking excited to read this book, y'all. I have been eyeing this book for the longest time. I've been so interested to read it. I was supposed to read it for Summerween, but I didn't end up getting to it, so I'm super excited that this was the Patreon pick for the month. And some folks have already started reading it on Patreon, and they have said that they're absolutely loving it, so I can't wait to start our weekly sprints on Patreon. So this is such a great book if you're into necromancy, and there is a sapphic romance in here. So that's also a very new thing for me. Like I said on my channel multiple times now, I don't tend to like romances, but I am down for this. which also leads me to the other Patreon book club read, which is Blackout by some of my all-time favorite authors. And this is also a new pick for me because this also centers a romance in the middle of the plot where the city goes through a blackout and friendships and love spur from the lack of lights that are going on. And folks are coming together, fellowshipping, and just all things are spewing. And I heard this is a really great book as well, so I'm very excited to read this. And can we just talk about how there are 2 romance books on my monthly TBR this month? I just can't even get over it, but the fact that I'm also very excited to get into them, can we talk about a character arc here? Yes, these 2 book club and buddy reads, I'm definitely reading in August, and I'm super excited. So if you want to join us, don't be afraid to. I'm super excited to hear everyone's thoughts and reactions and all that good stuff. But also, I cannot get over the cover of Blackout. It's honestly so stunning, and I love the combination of colors here, and the fact that it literally has all my favorite authors written into one book. I just can't. I have no other words but the fact that I'm excited. The next book I have definitely mentioned on my channel, and I have definitely put off for way too many months now, and it's time to just commit to reading it this month, and I'm just manifesting that energy for me, and that is The Last Magician. The Last Magician is centered on a story where there's the last magician standing, and she has the power to also travel through time, and couple that with the fact that she's a thief stealing magical artifacts throughout the timeline. I absolutely love, and I keep saying that I love it, but I keep putting it off. So it's time for me to show my love for this book because we're all about action and not just words. So I need to just commit to reading this August, and I'm super excited for it. I'm like very much in the mood for all of these like darker themed books, and I just absolutely love that if you know me and my reading taste. So if this is something that you have read or if you're interested in reading, leave it in the comment section below because I feel like so many people have started reading The Last Magician. I'm just so late to the boat, but I'm so glad that most of the people that I've seen have read this book. They really enjoyed it. So I'm really excited to finally say that I'm reading it this month, but we will also see in my August wrap up if I actually read it. I really promise you I'm gonna read it this month. I promise you. So the fact that I promised you, I'm not gonna break that promise. So this is definitely gonna be read this month, okay? The next book I'm so excited to pick up, and I'm honestly gonna pick it up next to read because I just cannot wait any longer, and that is We Hunt the Flame. We Hunt the Flame follows 2 characters who are on opposing sides of the spectrum. Zafira, one of the main characters, is a hunter, and Nasir is the Prince of Death, and their worlds get conjoined into this book where they're on an adventure to seek an artifact. But while Zafira is on this mission to find the artifact, Nasir is also tasked with the mission finding the artifact, but also killing the hunter, aka Zafira. However, of course, that task is complicated in that they learn that they need to work together in order to resolve the issues that come with this magical artifact, and therefore their complicated world gets even more complicated, and I absolutely love that. I'm super excited to read this book. I've been wanting this book forever, and I actually was gifted this book by Fake Crate, so thank you Fake Crate if you're watching. But this is another one of those books where I've heard so many great things, so many great reviews, and it has always been recommended for me to read it, and I never got around to it. So I'm very excited to settle down and read this again. I'm probably gonna read it tonight because I already finished Vicious, and I'm gonna be done editing this video. So this is definitely the next book that I'm picking up for August. So hopefully it's gonna be in my first weekly vlog. Also, announcement, I'm gonna be doing weekly vlogs from now on. So every Sunday upload is gonna be a weekly vlog. So if you like that, tune in every Sunday. Yeah, I can't wait to read this book. And again, if you've read this book, leave in the comment section down below. What should I look out for? What did you love about it? What think I would love about it? Let's just do all the book chats. And speaking of books that I've put off for a very long time, the next book, The Beautiful, is a book that I started a few months ago but haven't picked up or touched or thought about until now when thinking about my August TBR. And I just think it's time for me to finish this story because this follows characters who are also vampires, and it's set in New Orleans, so I'm super interested in the timing and the setting of this book already. But to couple and make it more interesting, interesting. There's a serial killer that's going around the city and is leaving a trail everywhere. And I guess continuing on the trend of romances in my life for August books, The Beautiful is a slow burn-esque romance book. So I don't really mind any of that. Like, if you don't like slow burn, I think this book may not be for you. But I did hear it is a slow burn, which I'm definitely fine with. But I'm very, very invested in like another vampire story love thing that also contains serial killers. Like, I'm not opposed to that. But also, can we talk about maps? I don't know if I've said this on my channel, but I am obsessed with maps in books. I absolutely love them. I know people do not care about them, but I love looking at them. I love going back when I'm in a place in the book where I'm like acknowledging the fact that I'm in a setting that is shown on the map. I like going back to see where I am in the book, so I always have a great time. And the fact that it's in red, I just really, really adore that. So yes, this book is definitely gonna be read. I don't know when, but it's definitely gonna be read. I just love this. I'm pretty sure book 2 is coming out relatively soon. I don't know if it's coming out in 2021 or 2022, or is it book 3? No, I'm really bad at keeping up with things. Y'all know that. I'm not the best at keeping up or telling you what new books are coming out, but I know that there is something of a sequel that's coming out from this series. So I'm very excited to at least start the first book, y'all. Hey everyone, so this is editing Kristin, but I just wanted to come on and say that the 3rd book of the Beautiful series is coming out on December 7th this year, so 2021, and it's called The Righteous. So I was not too far off, but I did want to give y'all the actual correct answer for the actual series and sequel that was coming for The Beautiful. But okay, bye. Back to the actual video. Okay, actually, bye. Alright, y'all, those are the 6 books that I plan to read in my August TBR, and I am so excited to start all of them and finally get into committing to reading them for August. And I know this is a TBR video, and I know I only kept it to 6 books, but these are my priority for this month, so I need to get through them, and I want to let you all know what I'm reading this month and what you can expect from my Goodreads reviews and my profile updates and all that other good stuff. All of these books should be featured in my weekly vlogs for the rest of this month, so if you want to see any reactions or thoughts that I have, those will always be uploaded on Sundays. Let me know in the comment section below if you're reading any of these books along with me this month. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and remember that you are so loved and so appreciated, and thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Don't forget to like, share, and comment while you're down there, and until next time, bye y'all.